Hi, welcome to this platform for Sensor Academy, either the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. If it is your first time on this particular YouTube channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell in order to get notified when next I post any video. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, leave a comment, share the video, tag others, especially the GCEs anticipating for this year's 29th July exam for Science Paper 1, particularly Physics. In today's tutorial, we're going to consider Science Paper 1 being under Physics, where we're going to place our focus under a simple pendulum exam preparational discussion. The question says, a pendulum bob swings from point A to C as demonstrated below in 0.5 seconds. So when we talk about a simple pendulum scientifically is a device that is used to measure time intervals. Under a simple pendulum, there are many terms that are associated, being the first one should be under how best we can define an oscillation. The second one should be how best we can be able to come up with the correct answer for the period of the pendulum. Thirdly, the frequency of oscillation. When we talk about that is oscillation, this is the number of swings that the pendulum bob can make per second. So the pendulum bob will move from A to B. If it moves from A to B, it's 1. So here, that's 1. Then from B to C, we're going to have that is a 2. From C back to B, we're going to have that is a 3. From B back to the original point A, we're going to have a 4. So the pendulum bob will make 4 swings to complete 1 oscillation. So 1 oscillation is equivalent to 4 swings. Now that the question is saying define the term oscillation, this is the number of swings made per second, or these are the 4 swings a pendulum bob each and every second. So for the first one, we're going to say oscillation is the number of swings made per second. So I'm going to say oscillation is the number of swings made per second. Suppose in an exam, this is brought and let's say, for instance, let's assume that they say it moved from A to B. This would be 1 over how many swings does a pendulum bob normally make? It is going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. So you say 1 over 4. If it moves from A to C, it is 1, 2. So it has made 2. So it's 2 over 4. If it moves from A to C back to B, it will move 1, 2, 3. So which is 3 over 4. If it moves from A to C and back to A, that is an oscillation which is 1. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we say it has moved 4 times and the number of swings is 4. So which is equal to 1 oscillation. So the number of swings made per second is what is scientifically termed as oscillation. B, calculates 1, the period of the pendulum. Very, very important in Science Paper 1 is that you must be able to be ready to work with correct units, and having to do that, you attract the marker's interest and to showcase that you really know what you're trying to talk about. So calculate the period of the pendulum. The period of the pendulum is the time taken for a pendulum bob to complete an oscillation, whereas an oscillation is the number of swings made per second. Now, the time that the number of oscillations will be completed, it will be called the period of the pendulum. So the period of the pendulum for B, Roman number 1, we're going to say it is going to be represented by capital letter T. So it's the time taken for the pendulum bob to make a number of oscillations. So it will be capital T equals to T over that is a T. So we can come up with our data. This is also optional, but it's highly beneficial as it creates a point of reference. So we're going to say the period of the pendulum is not given. Then for the time taken, it's either stated in the statement before the diagram. If not, it will be stated question where the period of the pendulum is asked. So this one is going to be 0.5 seconds. And then for the number of oscillations, we're supposed to find for ourselves. So it says from point A to C. So A to C, it's 1, 2. So this is going to be a 2 over 4. So we're going to substitute. So this is going to be the time taken is 0.5, that is seconds, over, that is the number of oscillation is 2 over 4. And when we turn 2 over 4 into a decimal, it's going to give us 0.5 because this is 4 into 2, which is going to give us a 0. Then 4 into 20, it's going to give us a 5. So this is 0.5. So we're not going to say 0.5 into 0.5, we're going to say 1. So this is giving 1 second. Very, very important, highly recommendable to come up with the correct formula. Period of the pendulum is the time taken for a bulb to complete an oscillation. So the time is 0.5. The number of oscillation is 0.5 from 2 over 4. When we divide this and that, we're getting 1 second. Then, for the last one, it says calculate the frequency of oscillation. So, the number of oscillations that we are going to have per second is going to be the frequency. So, when you talk about the frequency, we are going to find that the frequency is the number of oscillations made per second. So, it will be this formula now, the opposite way around. So, where this was the numerator, it will be a denominator. This, which was the denominator, will be a numerator. Because this one, we were saying the time taken for number of oscillations to be recorded. So this is the number of oscillations recorded in each time. So also here we're not going to say, do you have that is the number of oscillations? Yes. The number of oscillations in this case, we're going to find that n is 0.5. So we're going to say 0.5 over the time taken, which is this t, corresponds that is to this one. So we're going to say this is also going to give us that is 0.5. So we're not going to say 0.5 into 0.5, we're going to get 1. Frequency is measured in hertz. So this is going to give us 1 hertz. And having done that, it simply means we've understood the idea brought under a simple pendulum. Sometimes the questions that may be asked could be factors that affect the period of the pendulum. And we could talk about the length of the string. We could also maybe not talk about the mass of the bulb. I hope you find this video very much beneficial for an exam build-up preparation. Ensure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel and you click on the follow button on this particular page to stay tuned for each time we upload new content. You'll be notified first. Till in the next video, for now, it's a very goodbye. This remains your tutor, Mr. Sensor from Sensor Academy School of Tuition. Stay focused.